Hey you guys, welcome back for another video. If you're new, girl, I'm Chanina. Hey girl, hey. And yes, I still have on the same thing from the last video. I ended that vlog this morning, so I still have on my t-shirt and my hair is still wrapped. But that's neither here nor there, girl. It is in the afternoon now, and it is about time to start getting dinner started. So for dinner today, I am thinking we do somewhat like a cook with me video. I'm going to do a dinner and dessert situation. So I had a little bit of chicken wings left and about 1.5 pounds of ground turkey meat. And so I said, well, I can bake the chicken and then I can pan fry some ground turkey patties with some gravy, onions and peppers. And for the sides, I don't have any green vegetables, but I do have some corn. So although I know that's not a vegetable, we're still going to use it alongside some mashed potatoes. So I'm going to be using the potatoes that I got from the food pantry or the food drive. So if you guys haven't checked that video out, go check that video out. And for dessert, I am going with apple pie today. I also received a lot of apples from that same food drive, so I don't want them to go to waste. There are some bruised ones. I have to go through and pick those out so that they don't mess up the rest of them that are in the bag. And so I figured, well, we'll make some apple pie and then we'll figure out the rest as far as what to do with the rest of the apples. And hopefully I can come across, some type of inspiration on like Pinterest, or maybe you guys will leave me something in the comments that you think I should try as far as a recipe for the apples. So I did do some research on the apple pie. I've never made apple pie before, so this is going to be my first time. And I did do some research, and I do know so far the first thing that stood out from all the research that I did is the type of apples. So I don't believe I have the right type of apples for this, but we're going to make it work anyways because that's what we have on hand. So hopefully it turns out really good. I'm not an apple pie eater, so I'm going to try it because I made it, but I'm going to take the opinion of my family because they're apple pie eaters. They like that sort of thing. Apple fritters, apple pies, stuff like that. Too bad I don't have any ice cream though, because that would go really good with it. These are the apples. So I've got 4 bags of apples. Some of them, these 2 bags, I've already pulled out some because I noticed it as I was putting the stuff in the bag earlier. So I just pulled out the ones that were right in my eyesight, and I'm gonna go through and pull out any ones that are like really soft and throw those away. Any ones that are, have kind of broken open and maybe has some juices or something going on, get rid of those. And then I'm gonna take a bag and let's see, am I going to take 1 or 2 bags? Yikes. The last time I had a bunch of apples like that, you guys, we got down to enough for me to put them in this big bowl and put them in the refrigerator. So what I ended up doing was the apples that we had left, I had them soaked, I put the rest of them in some water with some baking soda and I cleaned them off that way. Now I'm going to do the same thing with these apples, but I know I can't put all of these apples in the refrigerator. So probably 2 of the bags is probably just going to have to go in the refrigerator as is. And then we'll eat the ones in the bowl first because I have enough space in the refrigerator now. I had to rearrange some stuff and I have enough space to put a bowl of apples in the refrigerator so that they last a little bit longer. Same thing with the onions. I made enough space for the deep freezer. It was full, but now there's enough space for me to go ahead and cut up the onions. I didn't cut them up for that reason because where was I going to put them at? Once I cut them up and try to freeze them, there was nowhere, no way to store it. So I had to leave them in the box. But anyway, so I've got my chicken here. This is the chicken that I'm going to be using. That's what I had left from the bag of wings that I had purchased from Wayfield one time. And then this is the other half of the ground turkey that I had purchased one time I think we used it for taco night. So I'm going to do that. and got some mashed potatoes already boiling, and then I have some frozen corn. Alright, so I'm about to go ahead and put my chicken in the oven and put it on 350. Or not put my chicken in the oven, but get my chicken ready for the oven. So, I've got these chicken wings right here. And I'm going to season it with my normal seasonings, but I'm just going to add a little bit of ginger. Just because I feel like it'll give it a little bit of a slightly different flavor. So, got some garlic powder, black pepper. I can't find the other black pepper. Apparently it has legs. Some ground turmeric, but not a whole lot. I'm going to use some of this onion powder, which this onion powder is from the Dollar Tree, and it's not as fine as the Kroger brand, but it's still onion powder. I actually like it like this. A little bit of ginger. Oh, here goes the black pepper right here. I'm tripping. I was looking for, I'll show y'all in a sec. I'm in the cabinet looking for the black pepper in this type of container because that's what I had last time. But I forgot I just recently bought black pepper in this container from Kroger. So it was sitting in my face the whole time. Alright, so a little bit of salt. So I'm going to use regular table salt instead of the substitute salt this time. I'm going to put in my hand. That's how much I'm going to use. So not a whole lot. Or I don't know how much it may look like a whole lot to you guys, but it wasn't a whole lot. Then I'll just mix it up like so. I'm going to use this little pan to bake it in. So I'm just going to kind of layer it like this. Or not layer it, but lay it out like this. That's what I'm trying to say. I suppose I could go this direction on this side so that they all fit. All right. Sorry folks, I had to wash my hands, but I had a sink full of apples, so I had to get the apples out with one hand so that I could wash my hands. So now my sink is free. So basically what I was about to do was those green peppers and onion mixture that I had from the last, not this previous food drive, but the one before that, where I had all those onions and peppers. I still have these, so I have 2 more bags in the deep freezer. So I've already gone through one bag, and this is the second bag. So they come in really handy, and they cut down on cooking time because you're not, you know, grabbing cutting boards and knives, and you're standing there chopping and all that. It's really quick. You just take a knife and break it up. Just try not to stab, you know. Try not to stab through the bag. Now this one just happens to have more peppers than onions, but that's perfectly fine. And that's all I'm gonna do. Just pour this right on top. right? And then I'm just going to take a little bit more onion powder, a little bit more black pepper. This is actually not even open. I haven't used it yet. Like, I just bought this, I think, the day before yesterday. So our oven is ready. I don't know why I didn't put a top on these potatoes. Let's see, maybe I should do that now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Uh-oh. Alright, so as I was saying, onion powder, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of salt. I see a lot of, growing up, I would see people pouring their salt like this, like over their plates. They would pour it from the spout this way. And sometimes, you know, it's hard to control the salt that way. So how I do it is, I still do it that way, but I don't open it that far open. And I just shake. You see how it's not coming out as much versus trying to pour it the other way and hoping that, you know, you don't accidentally over pour. Yeah, so a little bit of water and some foil. Now, sometimes I put water, sometimes I don't. It just depends. Just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna put just a little bit of water for those that prefer to use water. You're gonna be a little versatile. But for this particular scenario, a lot of times I wouldn't put water because the vegetables are frozen. So once they melt, it'll make like its own liquid, you know? Throw that in the oven. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And with the ground turkey, you can actually use the same ingredients minus the ginger. So I'm just going to pour this into the bowl. And I'm going to, because it's ground turkey, I'm going to kind of put a little bit more seasoning than I would if it was like ground beef. So I don't know if you guys can see, but that's how I'm going to do that. And I'm going to treat it like I'm kind of making meatloaf. So I'm going to add an egg. I've got some leftover cheese croutons that I can use as the bread crumbs. So matter of fact, I can just throw this in here. So I guess this is one of those use what you have a little bit of type of meal. We'll just throw that in there. Then I've got some club crackers that were open. They're probably a little bit on the stale side now, so why not? Shoot, it might give it some extra flavor. Let me wash my hands. Now, and clean as I go. Alright. The same pepper onion mixture, I'm going to use it for this as well. Now, what I wouldn't recommend is if you do it this way and you freeze it and you need to use some, I would not recommend thawing out the whole bag just to get a scoop or two of the peppers. Just do what I'm doing. Get you a spoon. If you don't feel comfortable using a knife, get you a spoon and break it up like that. So I'm just going to take it basically and just put it here while it's still frozen, because why not? It'll just add moisture to the meat when it's in the oven. I mean, when it's on the, what you call it, the pan, because I'm going to put these in the pan and then make like a gravy. And see, that might be too much, but it's okay. I'm put that to the side because I'm going to use that for some gravy as well. So I'm going to rinse my hands off. And again, the same seasonings that I used for the chicken, that's what I'm using for the turkey patties. So some garlic powder, but just a little bit more because it's ground turkey. Ground turkey, I don't know why you gotta add more to it. Why I just don't retain that, the spices like beef do. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, onion powder, that was black pepper that I just put in there. I'm gonna use a little bit of turmeric, but not a lot, because I don't want my patty to be yellow. Some paprika. And I'm just gonna put some chili powder in here just because. Let's see what else I got in here that I can throw in here. Let's see. I guess that's it for now, folks. So let me take my rings off. Grab the egg. And bam. Alright. I'm just gonna use my hand. Alright. Go. Because we want to maintain cleanliness. Bring y'all closer, child, so y'all can see the full effects here. Alright. Oops. Move these out the way. Can y'all see? Let's just do it like that. There we go. Okay, I must say, I did a good job. For this to be my first apple pie, I did a pretty darn good job. And I typically don't say that about my cooking. Like, I think I'm just an average cooker, but this is my second slice. Keep in mind, I'm not a pie eater, y'all. Like, I mean, not a fruit pie eater anyways. Like cherry pie, peach cobbler, I don't know, blueberry pie, apple pie. I typically don't go towards or gravitate towards those types of pies. More so the apple because of cinnamon. I used to hate cinnamon. Or I'm not going to say hate. Hate's a strong word. I used to not like cinnamon a lot. But I've grown to like cinnamon. So I've been open to eating more like cinnamon rolls and trying things that have cinnamon in it. And so, anywho's, I am enjoying this pie. Every bite that I take, I wish I had some ice cream. It's really good. I left it in the oven for 30 minutes and the crust came out perfect. In my opinion, it's a little dark or maybe well done, I guess you could say, but it's not burnt. So that's good. I took it out just in time because I almost forgot about it. Because I started editing a video, so I almost forgot about it. But y'all, the inside is not runny. Oh my gosh, I was a little bit nervous about that, but I was just like, you know what, either this is going to turn out right or it's not. And so I wasn't worried about it no more, but it turned out perfect in my opinion. It's not too thick, but it's not runny. My crust at the bottom isn't soggy. That was the other thing that I was kind of, thinking about at the time when I was putting it all together. Like, I hope my crust don't be soggy. But it wasn't soggy at all. All the flavors are there. The filling, the thickness of the filling and everything. It's really good. It's really good. It's really good. It's really good. I wouldn't make this again. And like I said, I'm not even like a pie person. Sorry, y'all. Not a fruity pie. Like, I like sweet potato pie, lemon meringue, key lime, like that. But pies like this, But this is good. It's my second slice. Did I say that? And it's still warm. I done took a shower and everything. It's still warm. Y'all, thank you for hanging with me today. This is not a mukbang. I'm just enjoying my slice of pie and needed to close out the video. This is all for today's video. I'm glad you guys stopped by to cook dinner with me for my family and make them dessert. Trying something new. Like I said, I've never made apple pie before, so I enjoyed making it and it came out really good. So double win. And it'll be a triple win if everyone else enjoys it, which I'm pretty sure they will. They never really complain about my cooking. Every once in a while I'll make something that I can tell they're not really feeling, but for the most part, they pretty much eat everything that I make and seem to like it. So and they will tell, they are the type of people, because like I told y'all, my daughter's straightforward, so they'll tell me if they ain't like something. So okay, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, cooking dinner for my family and making dessert. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you comment down below, leave a comment, say hello to each other. Make sure you turn on your notification bell, turn it on to all so that you don't miss an upload. You guys be good, and I'll see y'all in another video. Bye.